everyone. I'm Liz Quirantes.
And I'm Jim Grimes. A water advisory continues to impact thousands of people in Palm Beach and along with the cities of South and West Palm Beach.
For a second day, the city of West Palm Beach flew samples on board a PBSO helicopter to Tallahassee for testing. This after high levels of toxins from blue-green algae were detected in the drinking water. Now some people say they're getting sick. CBS 12's Al Peffley begins our team coverage. And now you spoke to a woman who had to go to the emergency room.
Liz, that's right. A woman who works here at Big Dog Ranch Rescue says she got sick Monday, Memorial Day, and now, 2 days later, she is still recovering.
It was really rough. I mean, a very upset stomach, puking, a crazy nausea. A few times I thought I was going to faint.
24-year-old Ashley Rogers says Memorial Day was not very pleasant. She and her sister and their friend, all in their early 20s, got sick. All three of them live in the West Palm Beach city limits.
I was experiencing very upset stomach, a lot of nausea, kind of switching off between chills and feeling feverish. And the only thing we could find in common was that we all had drank the same water.
Rogers works as a social media manager at Big Dog Ranch Rescue in Loxahatchee Groves. She says Monday she became very sick.
It progressively got worse throughout the day to the point where I had to, go seek medical care. It was nausea, vomiting.
Rogers says she got so sick she went to a hospital emergency room. She says doctors told her it might be food poisoning, but she's convinced it was the drinking water. She learned from a coworker the next day, on Tuesday, that the city of West Palm Beach had advised that infants, kids under the age of 6, and the elderly should not drink the water because it contains toxins caused by blue-green algae. Rogers is not in those vulnerable age groups and says she's in overall good health. She says she had no idea there was an issue with the water until her coworker told her. She lives in an apartment and didn't see any news stories about the water warning.
I get a lot of my news from Twitter and Instagram. So for me, I wasn't aware until someone told me.
She feels the city should have individually notified residents and apartment complexes.
I understand that things can kind of slip through the cracks, but I do believe that they did not do the best job at sharing the news and making people aware. I don't believe that they did the best job at informing people who possibly are not active news watchers.
She says now she's only drinking bottled water, and she worries others out there may still not have heard about the toxins in the water and are still drinking it.
I really thought I was going through some kind of horrible stomach bug. It was very rough. I would not wish that on anybody.
Rogers says she was drinking the tap water from a Brita pitcher that has a filter in it, and she believes even that filter was not enough to remove the toxins from the water. She says even now, 72 hours later, she's still feeling under the weather and has an upset stomach. Live in Loxahatchee Groves, Al Peffley, CBS 12 News.
Well, as it turns out, it's not just people who can get sick. Your pets are also very vulnerable. Local veterinarian says that she's seen a lot of posts on Facebook about dogs getting sick from drinking the contaminated water. Water with algae can cause seizures in dogs. It could even be deadly in some cases. If you're worried about your animal, the symptoms include vomiting, diarrhea, and usually loss of appetite.
I would take it very seriously, and I would really treat your pets again with the same care that we would treat ourselves as well.
So far, no one has shown up at the Big Dog Ranch Rescue, where that veterinarian works with sick animals from the water.
Now, it's very important to remember, do not boil your water because it could actually make the toxins worse. You might also notice a slight chlorine taste or smell in your water. The city says that is just a temporary disinfectant and it won't hurt you. If you have any questions, you can call the city's hotline at 561-822-2222.